All right, so it's official. You've decided to turn the page on your Manhattan chapter. Maybe the allure of a backyard in Westchester, top-rated schools in Greenwich, or the tax climate of Florida finally won you over. The moving truck is booked, and you're ready for more space. But as you look around your Manhattan apartment, you're stuck on a massive financial dilemma. Do you put up a for sale sign, cash out your hard-earned equity, and walk away clean? Or do you hold on to the property, find a tenant, and try to become a savvy New York City landlord while living hundreds of miles away? It's the ultimate outbound relocation question. Today we're breaking down the data, the hidden cost, and the psychological reality of the sell versus rent debate in May 2026, so you can make your move with absolute confidence. Before we look at the math of keeping your apartment as a rental, we have to look at what you're giving up if you don't sell right now. The Manhattan market in May 2026 is currently handed to sellers on a silver platter. Our active inventory is down 7.4% compared to the same time last year. Because of the supply squeeze, the median condo price has climbed to $1.28 million. So what does that mean for you? It means if you chose to sell your outbound asset today, you're operating with maximum leverage. You're not just selling a home, you're selling a scarce commodity. Buyers are highly motivated, and premium turnkey properties are fetching top dollar. That is a massive chunk of liquidity that you could be deploying into your next chapter. Now let's talk about where most of you are actually going. When families leave Manhattan, the playbook usually points to a few distinct hotspots. First, there are the surrounding suburbs, places like Westchester, Long Island, or northern New Jersey. You're looking for that Goldilocks zone, top-rated school districts, more square footage, a real yard for the kids, but still within a reasonable commuter distance to Grand Central or Penn Station. Then we have the major long-distance migration routes, the tax-incentivized move down to Florida, or the lower cost of living plays into Connecticut and Pennsylvania, where your dollar stretches incredibly far. Here's the catch. Because everyone wants to move to these premium suburban and Sunbelt pockets, those markets are highly competitive. To win a house in a top-tier school district in Westchester or Greenwich right now, you need to be a powerhouse buyer. Cashing out your Manhattan equity gives you the ability to walk into those markets with a massive down payment or even pay all cash, making you the most attractive buyer in the room. But I get the temptation. You look at New York City real estate historical trends and you think, if I hold this apartment for another 10 years, it'll be worth even more. Let's just rent it out. Let's inject some candor into that dream. Being a landlord in New York City is not a passive investment, especially if you're managing it from a beach in Miami or a home office in Pennsylvania. First, do you own a co-op or a condo? If it's a co-op, your rental dreams might end before they even start. Most Manhattan co-op boards have strict sublet policies, often limiting you to renting the unit for only 2 out of every 5 years, while slapping you with a hefty sublet fee that eats anywhere from 10 to 30% of your monthly rent. Even if you own a condo, you have to account for carrying costs, common charges, real estate taxes, property management fees, which you'll absolutely need if you live out of state, and the inevitable 2 a.m. emergency call about a leaky radiator. If your rent doesn't significantly cover those expenses and leave a little buffer for vacancies, emergencies, you aren't building wealth. You're just funding a stressful second job. This brings us to what I call geographic arbitrage. If you take the $500,000 or $1 million equity tied up in your Manhattan walls and move it to Pennsylvania, Connecticut, or the suburbs, that money transforms. Instead of generating a tight, highly taxed rental income stream in New York City, That capital can completely eliminate or drastically reduce your housing cost in your new destination. Imagine entering a lower cost market and having no mortgage or a microscopic one because your Manhattan sale covered the difference. The peace of mind, the lack of debt, and the sheer financial freedom that brings to a family relocating is almost always worth more than the headache of managing a tenant from afar. And look, every family's financial landscape is different. There are absolutely scenarios where keeping an asset makes sense, just as there are moments where cashing out is the ultimate power play. To help you figure out which path is yours, I've put together a resource. Click the link in the description below to download my 2026 Outbound versus Inbound Relocation Playbook. It features a direct mathematical worksheet to help you calculate your true net proceeds from a sale versus your actual net yield as a landlord. But let's be honest, spreadsheets only tell half the story. Relocating is a massive logistical and emotional puzzle. That's why I want to invite you to book a consultation with me using the link in the description. We won't just talk about listing prices, we look at your entire plan one step at a time. From analyzing the market value of your current Manhattan apartment to strategizing your buy in your new destination. My goal is to make sure your wealth transferred seamlessly into your next chapter. I'm Natalia Paulino. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next move.